I would like to acknowledge the esteemed participation of the honorable dignitaries who have joined us today for the Education Ministers session of the second Voice of Global South Summit. The theme of this session is Making Human Resources Future Ready. We will begin the session by playing a short video of 3 minutes showcasing key outcomes of India's G20 presidency. This will be followed by introductory remarks by the Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship of India, and then remarks from each of the honorable ministers. May I request the video to be played, please?
This Voice of Global South Summit is a collective effort for gaining noble ideas for our collective futures. India's G20 presidency has tried to give a voice to the Global South.
सबका साथ की भावना से ही भारत ने प्रस्ताव रखा था कि अफ्रीकन यूनियन को G20 की स्थायी सदस्यता दी जाए।
Enhance action on commitments under the UN Climate Convention and the Paris Agreement. This will be crucial in helping the Global South fulfill its development aspirations in a climate-friendly way. I strongly believe that it is our collective responsibility not to let the sustainable development goals fall behind. We should find solutions to address the debt risks faced by many countries. We must find ways to build sustainable and inclusive food systems. Our vision of One Earth, One Health envisages good health for the entire ecosystem for humans, animals, plants, and the environment.
When women prosper, the world prospers. Their leadership fosters inclusivity and their voices inspire positive change. We can advance financial inclusion and productivity through digital public infrastructure.
Scaling, reskilling, and upskilling are the mantras for the future workforce. Respond to the priorities of the Global South by framing an inclusive and balanced international agenda. The voice of the Global South needs to set its own tone. Together, we need to escape the cycle of dependency on systems and circumstances which are not of our making.
I invite the Honorable Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship of India, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, to inaugurate the session and deliver his opening remarks. Sir.
Good afternoon, Excellencies from Republic of Albania, Republic of Botswana, Brunei Darussalam, Cameroon, Georgia, Iran, Laos, People's Democratic Republic, the Republic of Malawi, Malaysia, Republic of Union of Myanmar, Republic of Palau, Democratic Republic of Sao Tome and Principe, Republic of Tunisia, the Republic of Zimbabwe. Warm greetings from India. Namaste. It gives me immense pleasure to warmly welcome you all as part of the second Voice of Global South Summit. The first Voice of Global South Summit earlier this year was a crucial platform where we sought the perspective of the Global South on various issues, particularly education and skilling. Excellencies, under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Modi, India has championed the cause of the Global South and advocated for shared prosperity and growth as one family. During G20 presidency, we made significant efforts to strengthen the voice of Global South, urging nations to unite for humanity's one future. Welcoming the African Union as a permanent member of the G20 or the G20 Leaders Summit was a historic moment highlighting India's commitment to the Global South. The New Delhi Leaders' Declaration of G20 Summit recognizes the importance of investing in human capital development. At the G20 Education Ministers meeting, India led the discussion on collaborative efforts to develop a resilient, equitable, inclusive, and sustainable education and skilling ecosystem, a priority shared with the Global South. India is set to host the virtual G20 summit shortly under its presidency. In this context, we seek your views to shape the global discourse on making human resource future ready. Excellencies, sustainable and inclusive development remains a formidable challenge, particularly for Global South countries. No country can address the problem alone. We must act on shared aspirations and devise common strategies built on the twin pillar of education and skill development. India's experience can serve as an example in this regard. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, India is implementing the Aspirational National Education Policy 2020, which has brought transformative reforms in our educational ecosystem. Built on 5 foundational pillars of access, equity, quality, affordability, and accountability, NEP 2020 aims to create an educational system that is rooted in Indian ethos as well as aligned to the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. It aspires to develop our youth as global citizens with values of humanity and compassion. NEP 2020 is a philosophical document which can act as a template for emerging economies towards developing comprehensive strategies and agile policy for human resource development. Excellencies, more than 50% of India's population below 30 years of age. Our demographic dividend is our strength. Focusing on seamless integration between schooling and skilling is our priority under NEP 2020 to ensure India's youth become a driving force in shaping the future. India's efforts in promoting digital public infrastructure are globally recognized. India's digital payment framework, UPI, has already surpassed 10 billion transactions a month. Building along the same line, NEP 2020 emphasizes on creation of digital public infrastructure in education to democratize access to knowledge. Using digital technology, we enable multimodal delivery of education, create a digital repository of learning materials, facilitate teachers' capacity building, and improve governance in our education system. NEP 2020 has revolutionized our credit framework, enabling seamless movement across school, skill, and higher education. We have also created a Skill India digital portal now links the workforce to potential employers. NEP 2020 strongly emphasized on gender equality in education. We are working towards greater enrollment, participation, and leadership of women and girls across all spectrum of knowledge and innovation. NEP 2020 has catalyzed transformation in our education and skill ecosystem, and we are eager to share our experience with partner countries. Excellencies, we live an era of rapidly evolving workplace driven by disruptive technologies and innovations. Under the Skill India mission, we aim to build a future-ready workforce by providing well-rounded education with futuristic skills to create industry-ready professionals. Prime Minister Modi at the G20 summit emphasized that having a large-scale young talent pool is crucial to sustainable global growth. Global skill mapping has now become a need of the hour, and we seek to collaborate with countries in the global south to map global skill gaps to ensure secure mobility of skilled workforce. Excellencies, I am pleased to inform that we have revamped our Study in India portal to ease the admission and visa process for the foreign students. Our premier higher educational institutions are now going global, and two premier Indian institutions of technology, IITs, are establishing offshore campuses abroad, IIT Delhi in UAE and IIT Madras in Tanzania. Our universities are collaborating with top foreign universities through joint dual degree and twinning programs, bringing global standards at home. We are now welcoming foreign universities to open their campuses in India as well. Excellencies, India is committed to its role as reliable partner in leading innovation and human resource development as a part of the global family. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, India will work together for everyone's growth with everyone's trust towards achieving the goal of making human resource future ready. With these words, I once again welcome you all and look forward to your valuable ideas and inputs. Thank you, friends.